it's Catherine Maley, author of Your Aesthetic Practice, and I want to talk about how to turn your staff into revenue generators. So here's the problem. When it comes to growing your cosmetic practice, the number one complaint I get from surgeons is they've got a great staff, but they're just not skilled enough when it comes to promoting you to your prospective cosmetic patients. So you hear the callers hang up without scheduling an appointment, and then you watch prospective patients walk out your door without scheduling surgery. That is a clue things are not as good as they could be. Cosmetic patients are a fickle group. Their experience with you and your practice starts and ends with your staff. Anytime a prospective patient calls and visits your office, as well as interacts with your staff, gives them an impression about you and your practice. So it's frustrating because you pay all this salary overhead for staff to work with your cosmetic patients so you can focus on what you do best, only to find out that 2 out of 3 out of maybe 10 of the prospective patients who came in for a consult decided to wait, or worse, decided to go somewhere else. Or your staff did a great job converting the patient, but now they dropped the ball afterwards. So you don't have good before and after photos, you didn't get a testimonial, you didn't get a 5-star review, and you didn't get any referrals. What a missed opportunity. Your staff can make or break your practice, period. Nothing is more important to your success than the patient relations skills your staff has or doesn't have. Your patients will spend more time with your staff than with you. Frankly, you may not even get a chance to meet new prospective patients if your staff doesn't have the skills or the interest in getting them in the door and through your processes. So it's imperative your staff is as committed to the success of your practice as you are. Every minute you've spent and every dollar you've invested in setting up, marketing, and promoting your practice will rely heavily on your staff support to succeed. Now, the reality is your staff may be unknowingly sabotaging your best promotional efforts. I mean, maybe they're confused about their role, maybe they don't understand their significance, maybe they don't have the ideas and the skills necessary to promote you and cross-promote all of your other services you offer. So here's the solution. So first, this is what I tell the surgeons. For starters, nobody will ever care as much about your success of your practice than you. Your staff just doesn't have as much skin in the game as you do. However, that doesn't mean your staff can't be a huge asset to your practice building activities. Now, there's a tremendous amount they can do to promote you and all of your services. When you hire the right people, they will want to help you grow. They'll be more open and more anxious to promote you and your services. They'll go above and beyond to get you more conversions, more reviews, and more referrals. So, do you have the right people on board? If so, did you give them the strategies and the tools to promote you professionally? So here are 3 easy ways for staff to generate more revenues for you. Now here's number 1. Train your front desk staff to pre-frame you before giving out pricing. Prepare your staff with 3 facts about you that increase your value so the caller doesn't get sticker shock and they quickly see there's more to this than just price. For example, your receptionist can tell the caller you've performed a certain number of surgical procedures with great results, and/or you train other surgeons on your innovative techniques, and/or you were voted the top doc in your local social magazine. Now here's strategy number 2. Reach out to old consultations who didn't book. Now these patients who didn't book might have just been saying not now or not yet. You just never know. People change, circumstances change, life changes. So circle back with these prospective patients to see if they are now ready to move forward. But here's the tip. It's always more compelling to call for a reason rather than just say, I'm just calling to follow up. That's lame. Instead, say something like this. Sarah, it's been a while since we last spoke and you weren't quite ready to move forward then. However, we have a new finance company that offers a 24-month 0% interest-free pay plan, and I thought of you. Does that sound interesting? Now your coordinator needs to zip it and let the prospective patient answer. It might be just what they needed, or at least they might tell you the real reason they haven't booked. Now here's strategy number 3. Assigning 1 team member to be the social media roaming reporter in your practice. The social media is here to stay, and it's time to embrace it in a big way. You want to mix information with entertainment and then a little promotion. But like anything else, it doesn't just happen. You need a plan and you need one person responsible for executing it. Choose your most tech-savvy person that's also a good writer and have them capture the ins and outs of your everyday life in your practice. They can snap you walking down the hall to a patient consultation, or scrubbing in for surgery, or meeting with staff, and so on. So here's the point. Your team either enhances your image and revenues or destroys them. They either add to your bottom line or they don't. Be sure you have the right team members in place and they're trained for success so they stay motivated and plugged in to help you grow your practice. If you need help finding and/or training staff to be revenue-generating rock stars, let's talk, since this is the easiest way to increase your revenues without hiring even more staff or throwing more at advertising. Visit www.catherinemaley.com and let's talk soon.